Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. It's Friday afternoon. You know, I love to sunset into the weekend with a musical guest. And today we have Adam Webb, the Hollerboys. He's going to perform for us. We're going to learn what cow Tipsy is. We're going to learn his story. And then, of course, he's going to sing live for us at the end of the show. Happy to have you here. Welcome, Adam.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm excited. I said weird. The Hollerboys is a band, but I'm excited myself. They're excited too. They're just not here.
All right, so tell us a little bit about you. I was telling you before we went live the origin story. People want to know, were you always musically gifted? Did you learn it later? How are you utilizing it in your life? So give us a little 411 on the background on how you got to the musical world.
So I have a very musical family, I guess, because we live in the woods in this area. It's like the only thing to do, really. Growing up, you just pick an instrument and play. But my dad played when I was younger. My mom's family is very musically. Our lead guitar player, I call him Junior. He's my cousin, but his name's Paul. But everybody calls him Junior. But his grandpa owns a music store, so we've got like a lot. It's in our blood, I guess you could say. We all grew up playing in church, and then branched out to playing some country music. So I live and breathe music, I guess you could say, since I was a little kid.
So you also have a side gig. That's my word, not yours. But you also have a profession that you do in addition to being a professional musician. Share a little bit about that with them.
So yeah, I'm actually a special education teacher, and I just finished up my 10th year. I know I've been doing it for 10 years, but it works out great as far as schedule goes. I enjoy it. I love kids. My wife and I don't have kids of our own yet, but, I get my fill at work, I guess you could say.
You know what? You have a very easygoing, calming tone and air about you. So I imagine that is incredibly helpful when you are in the school system on any level. It doesn't matter. So I can see where the kids would respond to you. You're very calming and kind. You come across very like you care. So that's really cool that you do that. So tell us about the music. What kind of music
Thank you.
is the Hollerboys?
We would consider ourselves, I guess, broad country. That's the only way I can think of it, because our music's so, like, as I write stuff, I write it how it feels, and then we record it, and we don't try to like hone ourselves into one little thing. So I mean, we may have some that has like a country rapper on it. We may have fiddle, steel guitar, but majority of it's rocked up. It's a little all over the place, but it's just, we like to throw out there what we come up with and be creative. So we're not tied to like one little, but probably country rock, I guess, as a whole.
Where did the Hollerboys come from?
So I live in the hills of Southern Illinois. And I grew up Pentecostal, it's kind of funny because we live in a holler called UBDM Holler. So like the little church up the road, they called it like Happy Holler, but it was UBDM Holler. To anybody around here, as a guy named UB dammed it up and like logged it out back in the day. But my family's been here for over 100 years, and we all just all my cousins, we all grew up in the holler. But when we go to town, like me and my cousin Junior and my brother and all of us, like we would go to town, like ask you where you're from, you say, "Oh, UB damn," like, "Oh, you're a holler boy." So we just grew up as holler boys.
See, that's the kind of story people love. I sometimes have artists come on and they try to explain it, and I'm like, wow, that's way too ethereal for a lot of the audience. That's a story you can sink your teeth into. Tell us about Cow Tipsy.
So it's kind of funny. The song came about like my younger, a little bit wilder days, I guess you could say. I was teaching, but me and Junior had went out the night before. It was like the end of the school year, like end of the year field trip. I taught grade school at the time, and I looked out in the field, and we'd been out, running around the night before, and I was like, Cow Tipsy. And then I ended up writing the song on the school bus and texting it to myself while we were going to the field trip. And then we sat down, and my wife helped me put some music to it. My wife helps write a lot. And then there's a little like a, we couldn't get it just right, but you'll hear that in the song. But we did that by accident, and we finally got it all worked together, and it ended up being our first song that we recorded, and it ended up being played. We won a Josie Award in 2018, and it had already been out for like a year and a half. And then all of a sudden, everybody loves Cal Tipsy, so it's kind of funny. And we did a music video, and it was popular in New Zealand for a while, and it's played like all over the world. Of all the songs, it's kind of the goofy song, but it's fun.
So tell me about the musical world right now. 2020 was crazy for a lot of people, especially a lot of musicians. How have you pivoted for 2021? What's your musical schedule like? Are you back out performing? Did you write a lot of songs during 2020? Give us kind of the spotlight of what happened in the last year for you all.
2020 was like a double slam for us, I guess you could say, because we all work full-time jobs. So we average, but we only play like 9 months out of the year because we got to have time to hunt. So you take off the winter and different stuff. But my dad found out in the fall of 2019, he was actually our bass player. And I grew up playing with my dad and music stuff. He was only 51 at the time, but he actually found out he had brain cancer. And so we were coming off the fall. We had some fill-in bass players, and he ended up passing away from a blood clot. And we had his funeral. This is like a whole big story, but we wrote a song to surprise him, our latest song that came out called Life Ain't Long Enough. I still can't play it live because it's too emotional. But that's the only song I wrote with my dad before he had cancer. But he ended up passing away 2 weeks before we got it back from the studio to surprise him. So like losing my dad, we had his funeral the Saturday before the state of Illinois actually shut everything down, and we lost all our shows for the year. Like it was probably going to be the biggest year we had show wise. We had a lot of festival kind of stuff booked, but I mean we lost a ton of money. But at the same time, I didn't do a whole lot of music stuff just because it hurt so bad at the time. But now I've got some motivation, and I know my dad would want us to keep going. But we're like a family band. Our drummer we grew up with. And my dad was kind of like all of our dads on the road and playing shows and stuff. But I don't know. It hit us hard. So we're getting back into it. We have a lot of shows this summer. It was slow at first. We were kind of worried. I think things are kind of up in the air. But just in the last 2 weeks, we've been booking like crazy. And I think we got a show next weekend.
It's definitely
coming back.
I'm like it.
Me too. I'm excited. We've started recording. Hope to have a new album out this spring. So we've been recording, and we actually have some shows to pay to be able to do things. So it's nice to get back to having some income.
So it's not just a side hobby. It's actually bringing in a little bit of money. All right. So what are you going to perform for us?
So I'll play like a little, I'll take the solo part out of Cal Tipsy. Junior like shreds the solo, but I'll shorten it a little bit. I'll play Cal Tipsy for you, and then if I have time, I've got a song that we wrote for a national breast cancer organization that's pretty heartfelt. We go play out there for them in Pigeon Forge on it's called Leslie's Week. You guys have to check it out.
All right. Well, I'm going to take myself off camera, and you got front and center, my friend.
All right. I'll play Cal Tipsy for you guys. So if you like it, check it out on iTunes, Spotify, all them places, and there's a music video on YouTube. I tease Seth because we played this song so much that he's burnt out on it, our drummer. But I'm playing this for him today. Girl, get your boots. It's time to move. You don't need a light. We got the moon. Just follow me. You're gonna see how we get down back in the woods. Gonna get a little crazy in the middle of the night. First sneak across the face to the other side. Gonna crack a couple times, just me and you. Trust me, baby, I know what to do. We're gonna get real close. Wait and see. Me and you are gonna get Cal Tipsy. Girl, move quick, try not to slip, 'cause that ain't mud you're slipping in. Girl, be quiet, you wake from a gym. Everybody knows not to mess with him. Gonna get a little crazy in the middle of the night. First stick across the fence to the other side. Gonna crack a couple times, just me and you. Trust me, baby, I know what to do. We're gonna get real close, wait and see. Me and you, but we're gonna get count tipsy. We're getting real close, moving real smooth. Heard a loud noise and a shotgun boom. Gonna get a little crazy in the middle of the night. First sneak across the fence to the other side. Gonna crack a couple times, just me and you. Trust me, baby, I know what to do. We're gonna get real close, wait and see. Me and you, but we're gonna get a moo moo, a moo moo, a moo moo, a moo. Count tipsy.
I love that song. It's so good. How can you not be in a good mood when you hear that? I love it.
How I feel.
I take myself off because if you're really bad, I would show it on my face. So I take myself off, but I had to laugh when you did the moo in the middle. The whole thing is so good. That's a fun kind of anthem, kind of drinking at the bar, rowdy kind of song. Yep. It's awesome. I loved it. All right, what are you gonna? I want to hear the breast. I do want to hear the breast cancer song. We have time if you're okay with that.
I'm totally okay with that.
All right, tell us about this. I'm going to take myself off again.
Okay, so I wrote this song about a lady. We sold pink T-shirts. I'm gonna make it like super fast. Pink T-shirts, and we raised $1,000. And one of the ladies that we gave $500 to, it was like a God moment. She had just found out, and her first round of chemo copay was $498. So wow. I just called and paid her medical bills for her for that first round. Got to know her really well. She fought a really good fight. She ended up passing away, but I wrote the song before she passed away, and then we got involved. My wife sent it to the founder of Leslie's Week. They take women with stage 4 breast cancer who are terminally ill to Dollywood for a whole week for their whole vacation for their family. So we go and play for them the first week of August. So it's really emotional. The song is very real. It's about a real person, and it's called She's Gonna Win. So if there's anybody out there that has breast cancer, I hope it motivates you. But it's called She's Gonna Win.
Take it away, my friend.
To my top string, I apologize.
Good, man.
I'm still got tipsy mode. All right, try that again. Teardrops fall in sync for her hair. She looks in the mirror, so life's not fair. She paints on a smile, says, boys, get up. It's time for school. Another doctor, another day. Her husband says it'll be okay. He's doing his best to be strong for her. She's getting tired of all the pain. She wishes it would all go away. But she can't give up now. She's gotta fight. She's gonna fight like hell. She won't give in. She won't go easy. This ain't the end. She's going around till that's what it takes. And if it gets worse, she'll never break. She's gonna fight. She's gonna pray. She's gonna beat this. She's gonna win. Another sad family update. It's getting harder day by day. The more she fights, the more bills to pay. Inside she's feeling terrified. All she wants to do is hide, but she has to be a mommy and a wife. The baby's barging through the door, muddy footprints on the floor. She gives him a great big hug and then they all smile. She's gonna fight like hell, she won't give in. She won't go easy, this ain't the end. She'll go to round 10 if that's what it takes. And if it gets worse, she'll never break. She's gonna fight, she's gonna pray, she's gonna beat this, she's gonna win. Hope is for the future, sadness for the past. She's gonna live each day like it could be her last. She's gonna fight like hell, she won't give in. She won't go easy, this ain't the end. She'll go to round 10 if that's what it takes. And if it gets worse, she'll never break. She's gonna fight, she's gonna pray, she's gonna beat this. She's gonna fight, she's gonna pray, she's gonna beat this, she's gonna win.
Ooh, so do you get emotional when you sing that?
Oh, yeah, I cried like a baby the day I wrote it. It's like I was so focused on the song and about making it real. I got it done, and then when I sat and played it through the whole time, I just sat at the kitchen table and just cried. I mean, just because it's so real. Like people do it, go through that every day.
Yeah, as a recent cancer survivor, I can tell you that, especially the people that were at the doctor with me, many of them were going through exactly that every day. I think people don't realize that the challenge is certainly the disease, but it's trying to continue to live your life and make it as normal for everybody around you, including you. And that is where you got to really fight. You're fighting the disease, but you're also fighting to hang on to your life and make sure it's not all about the cancer. That was beautifully done. And I captured the feeling. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Congratulations, by the way, on being.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations on.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's, when you hear songs like that, I'm sure any cancer survivor, there's definitely a little survivor guilt that goes on. I've done a couple shows on that. So it was a beautiful song. And I hope that I'm going to share that on some of the boards I'm on. It was really beautiful. All right. Tell them how they can find out about you. The Hollerboys, get your music, follow you, attend concerts if you're having them, when you're having them. What's the best way?
So check us out on www.thehollerboys.com. You can find our links to our Facebook, Instagram. Not very good at Twitter. I'm kind of doing TikTok. I'm still learning. But check us out on there. You'll find all our links and then our tour dates and all that stuff. So, and then iTunes, Spotify. We have a few songs on Pandora. But we have new music coming out very soon, and we're super excited about it. Thank you for having me, Ted.
Thank you so much for coming and for performing those songs. I love them both for completely different reasons. So come back anytime. Y'all check out the Hollerboys. 2020 was such a challenge for so many people, including our artist family. So go to thehollerboys.com or find them. I know you can find them on Spotify or really anywhere you get your music. Thank you so much, Adam, for coming on and sharing that. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Check out thehollerboys.com.